Hello. Hello, come on. Talk to me. I have a super informal presentation. I don't have fancy slides. I don't have, which, some of the presentations tonight have been absolutely beautiful. That's not me. I've known Christine for donkey's years. I helped her set up Blick. I went to art college, was a designer maker, was a product designer, sold things, got them into shops, started to hate it, changed my life. Now I'm a software developer, loads of code, working on stuff to do with open source data. I can't really talk about it, so I was like, well, what am I going to talk about? So I thought I would give advice to me pre-software. So if I was a designer maker and I had no idea about tech, because it sounds like, whoa, tech, what the hell is that? What would I want to know? So I've put together some work from other people and some resources that I think would be really, really useful if you just, wanted to dabble with stuff. And I have some friends who are digital artists. So I'll start off with I have a friend called Ian Goldstone who works a lot with JavaScript. So if you don't know anything about coding, JavaScript is a really powerful, it's like a markup language, but it's quite easy if you want to so you have like a static web page or whatever, you can put things like games, or you can put sliders, you can do lots of things, and it's very intuitive. So he puts like crazy games, and they do things, and they shoot, and then that's like really cool. And he just uses JavaScript in a really, really interesting way. And that's kind of what all his work is based around. I'm kind of conscious that I'm like in the line of the scatter, so I'll put this over. So, second thing, just 3D printing, obviously, is a big thing, especially for designer makers, and it's so accessible. So we have and it's so affordable now as well. This is not good tonight, I'm telling you. This is decided. What's happened to your internet? What's the password for the internet in here? What is it? Black Eagle. Black Eagle? Right, okay. Try that. Sorry. Sorry about this.
Refresh again. Should be okay. If you refresh again, I can be okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to. This is like my Facebook going off and not.
No, it's not that off. Okay.
Yeah, just designer makers are able to. If I can get this going. Yeah, I'm not sure if that will come up. Yeah, so we've got Josh Harker, who just uses really amazing. He just brings his designs to life really, really quickly. So you're talking about maybe, and you can print very, very small things in literally 20 minutes, and the software behind it is incredibly intuitive, and most of it is open source. And if you can't afford to buy a 3D printer, you don't have to. There's lots of places that you can go. Like, for example, the Fab Lab is one of the best places, I think, to go. It's off the Antrim Road. You can book time. It doesn't cost you anything. They're really amazing at helping people use the stuff that they have. They also have laser engravers and different bits and pieces. So if you're a designer maker and you want to do something you want to customize, then there's just amazing technology that's getting cheaper all the time to really look at. And this is so clumsy. I really apologize for this, but this is one of my favorite things that I found to talk about. So I'm just going to play a video. That's okay. Yeah, so this guy has used Arduino, it's a really affordable way to use motion sensors and motors. They're an Italian company, and they just make things that are really, really affordable. So this guy, Daniel Rosen, has used loads of sensors. You can't really see it yet, you'll see it later on. And also motors to pull in, pull out. He's like pixelating the fur. And if you're standing in front of the mirror, it can tell, it can create your reflection in fur. It's like amazing, look at that. Like it's just incredible. And so this is a creative guy who's just found affordable tech and learned how to use it. And I just think that, you know, you can get like an Arduino kit, like a starter kit for about 70, 90 quid. So if you wanted to muck about with it, like it's totally accessible and fairly easy to do. So I'll give that, stop that there. So then the kind of last thing is going to be a few things to talk about after. So there seems to be a real trend around taking old things, gutting them and replacing them, replacing their innards with tech. So if I have no sound, I don't think, on this. Yeah. Hold on, maybe I have sound. So this is Quaver, and what they've done is they've used Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi is like a credit card sized computer, pretty much. It's, again, I think it costs about 20 quid. And all he's doing is he's putting a tune in, and then it's looping round. And then, so what they've done is they've taken an old piano and they've gutted it out and they've replaced it with really simple, low-level computing, which I just think is amazing. So now he's playing what he was, or he's looping what he was playing before. It's just going looping round, and then he can play over the top of it. And I really like it because it uses that old, it keeps that old aesthetic. Like everybody loves old things, like, and well, not everybody, but like I tend to kind of hang on to stuff. So it's like you have like an old exterior, but you can keep it and you can just like update it and hack it. And I think that's really amazing. I also forgot, yeah, the JavaScript game has this really creepy, it sounds like someone's haunting my computer, but I'll turn it off soon. Sorry. So, nearly done. Yeah, so online there's a company called Adafruit, and it's run by a girl called Lemur Freed, I think she's called. And she is amazing. So you've got the shop, but you've also got like crazy tutorials and just breaking absolutely everything down. And like I say, like this tech is affordable, like if you wanted to play with it. And she is, I don't know what age she is, she's about 26 or 27, and she runs this company in New York. And they do really, really amazing tutorials they're really, really easy to follow. And I just think that is such a great resource. And finally, you guys all probably know, but like Instructables, I think is just like one of the best places in the internet because it's users post up their own experiments, and it's like a really great place for learning. And so that is the advice I would give to my old self prior to doing any kind of software stuff. And thanks very much for your time.